What up, squad? We about to get in this quick video about Miss Princess P. I was supposed to do it in the live, but as y'all can see, the live always goes left. Every time I plan to do something on the live, it usually don't go the way I need it to go. So we're gonna get into it right now. Let's go. Apparently, the sisterhood is having problems. Now, I've said this before. A lot of women, a lot of Black women, they love a good victim. Okay, somebody comes to you with a sad story about somebody did something to you, somebody hurt your dog or something like that, a man broke your heart. You could put your Cash App up in there. Matter of fact, let me add my Cash App while I'm at it. Okay, that's better. Some of y'all come with this sad story about how a man played you like a soybean burger, how you gave your man everything and he gave you nothing in return, and regardless on how many warnings that you received from him, you still stuck by his side or whatever, and you chose that, you got an L, and now everybody hate that man. What's interesting to me about that sisterhood is they always when you have a situation when you're in a relationship with a man or a woman, nobody is saying it's not okay to be upset with the situation. Nobody is saying that it's not okay to be disappointed. It's very well okay. I mean, it's a natural thing. You put your life into somebody and then all of a sudden it just didn't work out for whatever reason or whatever you decide to overlook. But my issue is being a victim for the majority of time of your life. I mean, there's a chick right now on somebody live every night talking about her ex, ain't moved on yet, ain't acquired jack spit, but she on somebody live talking about how much this person is jealous and all this other stuff, but you can't shut up, right? So, and then you have women behind them saying, oh, go ahead, girl, and you doing your best and everything like that. What's frustrating to me about the sisterhood is they get praised for the bare minimum. And when you get praised for the bare minimum, you don't believe you're able or capable, or you should even try to do something else. What you're doing is enough. And while you're feeling like what you're doing is enough, your kids are suffering. Your children are suffering every single day, but it doesn't matter because and time will tell and time will show after a while when things start popping up and people start talking, you didn't do your best, you didn't try there. And it's not even about finances, it's about kids' mental health and what's best for them. It's about putting your pride to the side for your kids, especially because whatever situation you're in, you put yourself in because of your choices. I don't care what nobody say. When you get a relationship with somebody, you chose to be in a relationship with that person. You get what I'm saying? Now, circumstances that are beyond your control are just that, like, being essayed or, things like that are that's unavoidable at times. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the grocery store and things can happen. So we're not talking about any instance of that. I know a lot of women like to link that together like that's all one thing. It's not. And that's the problem. There are countless and countless of women online talking about how much they're a victim, and then they're ready for you to place an Amazon order for them or send the money. And Black women fall for it all the time because they love a good victim, because they have this trauma bonding situation. And then they'll turn around and say it's the man's fault. All right, so let's get to this Princess P situation, because in my opinion, Princess P, I've noticed things about Princess P a long time ago. One of my clients hit me up and was like, I need you to check this video out. I looked at the video. The video was kind of interesting. The energy that I got from her, she's very disconnected. And what I mean by that is she doesn't have, in my opinion, no type of connection. Then now I'm hearing that she has a cult following, which I'm not shocked about. There's a lot of Black women who want to belong to something, and a lot of people in general who wants to feel a part of something and want to belong to something, and they will follow somebody tooth and nail no matter how wrong or inaccurate they are. So Let's get right into this.
I feel like this is not a quote unquote malicious expose, going low type of video. But what I find is that because of who I am and how soft spoken and how professional I keep things, I allow people to create a narrative about me that's not true. And if you haven't been on TikTok, then maybe you're not familiar with what's actually going on between me and Princella. Me and Princella are no longer together, but the way Princella is in the relationship is a lie.
Now, a while back when they first got together, I thought like, first of all, it was interesting. I remember watching B Taylor on Lapeef a lot. She was on Lapeef a lot and she was very opinionated and she said what she needed to say or whatever. And a lot of the times when she spoke, I really didn't agree with anything she said because I think where people get stuck at, well, the man this, the man that, the man this, the man that, the man this, and if they do that, and if they do that, but the woman, but the woman, but the woman, but the woman, and I feel like you are the creator of your own reality, and you can only what people can do to you is what you allow them to do, right? Even with this situation between her and Princess P, what is it that she did to allow this to happen? How long did she continue to go? Did she look at the red flags? Now, I don't know nothing about their relationship, but I do know in the beginning when they started dating, I was like, oh, they dating? I said, I don't think it's going to work out. Shout out to Life of Atari because I was on her panel when I said it. I said, I don't think it's going to work out. They're two strong headed women. And what a lot of people don't like to talk about is there's a high divorce rate in the lesbian community, not even in the gay male community. The gay male community has way less divorces than the women do. And they don't even consider two women fighting DV. You can look at the statistics yourself and whatever's going on in the lesbian community. I think they said, what was it, like a 74% divorce rate or whatever? You can go Google it yourself. Um, and I have close friends who are a part of that community and things are cool now, but it can get really, really, really violent between two women. You know what I'm saying? Two men even as well. I mean, you've seen the stories where people were unalived and everything, but what I am talking about is based on the statistics that show, and there's a high divorce rate in the lesbian community. You can Google that, look at the statistics within that. And it's almost normalized the DV in the I don't even want to say LGBTQ because it's just the L's that I've been seeing that they really take that lightly. They don't really consider that violence. So when um people fight and when they pick up things and hit people over the head, it's just a fight. It's not DV. So that's something to think about. It can get very dangerous if there's two people and not one of them have a level head enough to just chill. Again, I don't know what's going on. I am going into this raw. I heard a few things from Life of Atari. Shout out to her. And I'm tuning in just now. So we just gonna see my raw reaction on what B Taylor is talking about her experience is.
And coming in loud and clear. Thank you. Okay, cool. What Priscilla has done and who she is and what I've learned about her, I feel like speaking my truth and taking accountability in the part that I played that could possibly harm women, because my platform is about women and it's about empowering women, truly loving women for who they are. I cannot lie to y'all. I can't sit back, and maybe this did give me some type of like courage to speak out, because little, even when we initially fell out, Priscilla was still calling me and contacting me and wanting us to be friends and still and asking me, why are you pushing me away from you? But then she gets on her TikTok and say things like, oh, she's still trying to attach herself to me. Her words verbatim was saying, I told her I don't want to talk to you no more and I don't want to have nothing to do with you no more. Please move on. Like, as in, you already moved on. Priscilla, after
And let's just say that's the issue there. You know, everybody is. How long have we been doing this thing of pushing Black women loving themselves, Black women healing journeys, all this other stuff? When a lot of the times, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, 100 out of 100, the healing journey starts with you. You can have people who support you and you can have conversations and they can guide you, but at the end of the day it all falls on you. And that's with any individual. No matter how many times you have a conversation with a person, sometimes it'll spark and sometimes it won't. So the reason why I speak out and say the things that I say, if I can't reach that person, I'm definitely going to reach somebody who may be looking at the situation like, dang, I'm in a similar situation and I'm tripping, so let me get my life in order so I won't go that down that path. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of the times when you focus too much on what the men are and aren't doing, that's where you hit a snag. And a lot of women don't like taking accountability of the people they choose. You know, at one point in time, I was angry at an ex or two. And then I learned, like, girl, this is what you selected. This is the path you chose to go down. So you just gonna have to deal with whatever comes with it. I held myself accountable and was like, okay, you are really tripping because all this was your decision. Children being born, relationships you be in, all of those are your decisions. Don't nobody force you to be with nobody. Don't nobody force you to chase nobody. Don't nobody force you to do none of that. You selectively enter in a situation based on what they perceive themselves as. Now, if they trick you, there's always a point in time in that situation where you can see it, but I guarantee you 96% of the women ignore it, and they choose to ignore it because the comfortability of how beautiful it was in the beginning, right? So when the situation ends and it's over, it's like, look what this person did to me. Look what this person did to me. This situation alone can clearly tell you that it ain't just men out here tripping. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's why I don't really rock with pink pill like that, because it's always what the men are doing and everything like that. But clearly, ain't no men involved in this situation at all. Right. So that takes away from that in itself. I think when you try to pick a side, because I'm not red pill or blue pill, or pink pill, I'm purple pill, hell. So I just see things for what they are. And if you're just like, well, the women do this, the women do this, and the men do this, and the men do this, and just not call it for how you see it, then you leave yourself vulnerable to be choosing one side and only sticking to that side. And regardless of what that person does or that individual does, you're going to ride with it, no matter if it's right or wrong. They could be dead wrong, but the fact that you selected that, you ride with that and you call that loyalty when you should be really loyal to yourself. And that's what a lot of people are not understanding. So when they get their feelings hurt, or when they speak up, or when they say something and they want it's their opinion, people get upset, they grab their knives and pitchforks and everything like that. And baby, I'm here to tell you, I don't care. I really don't. Once I get off this computer and get on my other computer, this is a distant memory. But a lot of these people on here take this situation to heart. They take it to the maximum, and this is why people have the situations they have. This is why people can't break clean out of situations. Princess Pete gives me Derek Jackson energy. You know what I'm saying? The knight in shining stud face ass. Like, that's what I'm getting out of this situation. The interview, even before her and B Taylor got together, there was an interview where she was I think it was Real Trap Stars. You could go back and look at it. And she did an interview and she just does not look connected with reality at all. Like, it really, I was looking like, wow. And then the baby came, and that's the situation with the child coming to try to give her a teddy bear and how she handled it. I don't know what that was, but it made me really, really uncomfortable. It really did. I felt uneasy when I seen that. Don't ask me why. You can go watch it for yourself. And y'all let me know in the comments if you saw what I saw. Cause I was like, baby. But let's see what B Taylor talk about.
All of this went down and she announced our breakup, less than a week later, she's already in a new relationship with somebody else that she just met a week ago. And
About a week ago, turn around and make it big. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Um, hmm. The things that she already saying, a lot of women be like, oh, men this, men that. Ain't no man involved in this. And I think I was watching. I don't. I'm not. I can't remember his name, but I know a lot of y'all might know his name. Um, he used to be on Fresh and Fit, and he had a debate with her. But my issue with the debate with her was, I think a lot of times when you and I've been guilty of it too, when, like, for example, the live I was supposed to do about this situation, I never even got to the topic, because sometimes when your subscribers and your supporters are in the chat, they do want to talk about specific things, so you go ahead and you like, let's get out the way or whatever. Then time got away from me and I needed to do something real quick at the end of the video, so I ended up wrapping it up. But um a lot of the times when you have supporters and you have followers and subscribers and all that good stuff, people fall victim to that and they go with what their supporters want to speak about or talk about or do, right? You can have somebody say, I'm not going to speak on this and that topic ever again because this, that, the third, da, 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 da. But then you'll have the supporters come in the chat, totally disregard what you said, don't even care. Now, you have some supporters to be like, okay, I rock with this person. I'm going to respect their wishes and continue doing whatever I do. But then you got other supporters, they're not really supporters. They're just there for that topic that you have, which is fine. And they're like, well, I'm out. Or, well, I want to discuss this. Did you hear that this went down and that went down? Did you hear about, you can post a video about baking cookies and they'll be right in the comment section. Did you hear about this, that, did this, that, and the third, and that, and the third? Because they really want to hear your opinion on that topic and they disregard the fact that you have other opinions on other topics as well. But if that's not something they vibe with, they're going to bring it up.
My bad, y'all. I kind of got sidetracked, but I do want to correct what I'm about to make a mistake on in the upcoming video. What I wanted to say, I think the guy was Saints and Sinners. I think that was his name. I want to say that's what it was. But what I did not like about him interviewing Princess P and them having a debate, it turned into a clown session. And what I was trying to say was, I believe it's because a lot of his subscribers and supporters were heading that way and he just went that direction. Because, like I said, supporters can get pretty toxic. Not all of them, but there are some that are very toxic and do like the drama and engage in the drama. And I really wanted to hear the debate, but it just turned into just a clown session. So I didn't really rock with that interview. Let's continue with the video.
So, I think that's what Princess P and B Taylor and a lot of other YouTube creators that I have seen have done that. I have not seen too many YouTube creators to be like, look, this is my damn channel. This is the topic that I'm talking about today. I seen one, okay, but it's very, very few, far in between. Where they're like, this is the topic we talking about today, right? And sometimes you have to do that with these type of supporters, because those type of supporters, a lot of them be toxic because they be holding on to the trauma bonds themselves, but they know a lot of the stuff that you speak on may be some real stuff, right? But they still want to talk about the topic that they want to talk about, right? I wouldn't even be shocked if this particular video comments will be about somebody else, okay? But that's what the supporters do. So I think that's what it was with Princess P. She fell victim and my supporters need me and my supporters want me to be a certain way and speak a certain way. So let me tell them how I'm the queen and how B Taylor is trying to, be with me and I don't want her on me, but on the back end, she hitting B Taylor up on some other stuff, right? That's what I think.
and it's basically she's repeating the same pattern. So I want to take y'all through a journey of
What the fuck is a pattern?
what happened between me and Princella. How did we come about? I do want to say Yanni is here. Real Talk with Yanni is here. I'm actually at her house, and she is here as a support system.
And I googled Princess P and B Taylor, and I did see Yanni's video. I saw a little bit about Yanni's video, and I don't watch Yanni a lot. I've watched a few of her videos. I think the time that I watched Yanni video or I came across her channel was because of that damn Reese Teesa shit. She was probably the only person who really just put the video out there. She made her commentary and stuff like that at the end, but she actually let us get the real tea on that. So she had me in a chokehold. She clipped them up real good. It was great content. So I watched her. I didn't subscribe though because I don't believe a lot of I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't had the time to even give her a chance. So, but from what I've seen on some of the things, I don't think her content is very relatable to mine. So, I don't know. But yeah, so I've seen her video where she explained her side and how things are and what's going on between them and how she got involved and stuff like that. So let's continue.
As my soul sister, I love you so much. I thank you so much for everything.
Now, y'all know why I'm here. Y'all already know.
No,
I
I
have a
don't.
purpose, and my purpose is to not only help the Black Women Collective, but it's also to protect the Black Women Collective.
And I think that's probably why it's a disconnect between me and her, because we always hear this protect Black women, protect Black women, protect Black women. But it's a lot of us Black women attacking each other. So who gonna protect us from us? Like that, and that's why I feel like the queen of accountability, the Crimson Cures, the Moni in the middle, like I'm what I say, Moni in the middle. Look at me. She remind me of Moni in the middle for some reason. No shade. Neek at night. It's quite a few women out there. Danica, Six the Goddess. Those women are needed because it has to be a balance of something. I don't ever want it to be to where you're protecting Black women so much from what it should be the number one question. What are you protecting Black women from? We hear protect Black women, protect Black women, protect Black women. But what are we protecting Black women from? Can we get an idea on that? Because in some retrospect, when we hear them other women over there, they're talking about men. And obviously, that's not always a man. A man did not unalive a woman in Mexico that was supposed to be their best friend, and she didn't even want to fight. Okay. That was a Black woman that needed to be protected, and some other women, Black women, did not protect her. They were actually the ones who harmed her, right? So when I hear women say that, that's fine. Protecting Black women is cool. I'm a Black woman. I want to be protected, but I have my husband for that. And, other men in my family, I have for that if I need that for whatever reason. But we gotta understand what protect Black women is, because from what I've seen and what I've witnessed, and I don't know her personally, so I don't really know her stance fully on this, but I'm talking about the sisterhood in general. What I seen from that, protect Black women is protecting them from Black men, and we outside and we could twerk and do all this stuff and do this, that, and the third, and nobody should judge us because we out here having fun and all this stuff. That's what I gather from it. That's what I witnessed. That's what I've seen. But the second you get a Black woman who talks opposite against doing all of that, where the protection for us when they start attacking us, doxing, doing all this other unnecessary stuff when you just trying to hold these people accountable? Where is that at? Protecting Black women goes out the window when you don't agree with another Black woman. You all types of bitches, you all types of this, that, and the third. So that's why I don't believe in that protect Black woman bull. I think it's BS. I think it's BS. Because the second you can't sit there and have a conversation with another woman. Oh no, she on that, blah, 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 like It get a little thick in them streets. So who gonna protect black women from each other? That's my that's my stance on that. But let's continue.
And y'all know how I am about protecting my girls, the women that I advocate for every day, every week. And I'm just here to do my part. And a scam is a scam. We just gonna call it what a scam is a scam. We just gonna call it what it is. But I've just been guided here to sit with her.
And I think that's a problem in itself. A scam is a scam, but look how long it took for that scam to present itself, right? Why do black women keep getting scammed? It's that trauma bond, men ain't shit, because we've heard Princess P's rhetoric. She feel like men are just here as tools and it should be mainly about women. Not if you doing the same thing as men. If not, I heard allegedly worse. So that's why I think all that is weird to me. Um, you hear people like, who was it? Tia. There's a chick named Tia who said that men are evil. She started crying because a guy allegedly sent her a cash app because he said he was catfish. And then immediately black women started getting on black men who didn't say not a word. They started saying how black men don't like women with natural hair. They just started coming out. Whole time they're going through this whole debacle, right? And then boom, queen of accountability smack you upside your head with some information showing that it's a scam. She wanted her Amazon account filled with goodies, and she got that because of a story that she falsified. And to add insult to injury, she made another video about another alleged date that didn't go well. And let the gifts roll in. Like, y'all women, y'all got to stop being scammed by these people with these sad victim stories. People doing giveaways for broke bitches who don't want to do it for themselves. Like, it's really getting sad out here and it's getting worse. So is it really the men? Because I don't see a lot of this coming from them. I know there's some men that, we can have a conversation about, but as of now, there's a lot of women that are running the world. It's a lot of them that's running the world. There's a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes that women are capable of doing and able and doing than men. You got women right now touching on men's personal areas, and men are getting fed up and upset about it, and women are looking at them funny like they the problem. It's kind You seen a lot of women on stage going after these rappers and R&B singers essaying people, and we ain't supposed to say nothing. That's yes, he just fine. He just, she just got to have it. It's a lot of predatorial stuff that happens among women and getting pregnant by high school boys and everything like that. So let's just not just focus on the men. I believe it starts with us as the women. Let's start at the root. And what I mean by that, the protection of our young baby girls and our young baby boys from the beginning. What upbringing are we giving them? What chance and opportunities are we giving them? Are we having babies with men that may be bad stock, if you will? Like, are we just out there throwing our little thought pockets? Do we need to maintain that and hold our treasure up high and make it authentic? Like, let's switch it up a little bit. You get what I'm saying? I feel like the accountability route is better because people can only do what you allow them to do. And a lot of women allowed Derek Jackson to snow them. And he lost a few supporters, but he still has quite a big following because he's talking about himself. Don't date men like me, because the way he dog walked his wife was crazy and divorced her for his mess ups. But there's women still riding on him because he look a certain way and pretty privilege is real, and they just doing that, and it's okay. Nobody said a peep anymore about Derek Jackson. Periodically I bring him up, but he's still very well successful. He's still very well making TikToks and Instagrams, and women's like, yeah, that's right. But he talking about himself. That's why I say all this stuff is weird. You got to take things for what it is. And yes, it was a scam. I knew it was a scam when she first opened her mouth, because I'm like, why is she going this hard? The way she spoke, it was almost like she was trying to compete with being a man. We need to stop trying to compete and be a man, and just compete within ourselves and be us as women. That's just my opinion on it.
hyena, no hyena zone.
It's my zone.